Hello and welcome back to the Great Midwest Tour, where this summer I try to visit as many Midwestern cities as I can. Now I know we're not technically in the Midwest, actually we're fully in the South, but this weekend we are exploring Nashville, Tennessee, birthplace of American country music. Now I'm not a huge fan of country music, but I do love Taylor Swift and Casey Musgraves. So after a 5.5 hour drive, I'm pretty hungry, so we're gonna try some classic Nashville hot chicken. I'm outside Country Music Hall of Fame by the Walk of Fame. I'll show you the stars in a second. But I'm eating the hot chicken and it is really hot, even though I got mild. I also forgot water. It's like 90 degrees. I didn't really notice because when I was walking on Music Row, all the AC from the bars was like cooling me off. I was just listening to a whole podcast about Dolly Parton on the way here. I guess I actually know a lot of people on this row, so maybe I am a country fan. Music Hall of Fame went over, the history, ebbs and flows of country music. I'm obviously a big Taylor Swift fan. There's only just a couple things. There was like a huge tour bus in there, which was kind of weird, but I was pleasantly surprised by the Casey Musgraves exhibit. They had a whole section starting from when she was born all the way to her most recent album. I love Golden Hour and I've been listening to a lot of her earlier albums. Pageant Material is so underrated. They showed a lot of her handwritten lyrics, a lot of her costumes. I think the museum was a majority of costumes. I guess they really just collecting the performance artifacts. So that was pretty cool. I'm just waiting for the Studio RCA B Tour now, which is going to take you through the studio that I think Elvis and some other big names have recorded at.
If you read her book, Dolly says in her book she was so excited to get to Studio B for the first time. She was driving up. She forgot to put on the brakes in time in the parking lot. She drove right into the building. Dolly's own words, she had her first big hit at Studio B before she ever sang a note here.
Music Row, Honky Tonk area, and at the end you get to this beautiful river area that's so peaceful and cool. Very nice. Holy crap, this is way bigger than I thought. This is the Parthenon. It's a replica of the original, and that's why Nashville sometimes calls itself the Athens of the South. Let's go take a look. Right off the Parthenon is this lovely park. I think it's Centennial Park, the one that Taylor Swift sings about.
Green was the color of the grass where I used to read at Centennial Park.
I'm exploring the Hillsboro, Belmont area, and there's a Belmont University, and I just was wandering around the campus, and they have this musical showcase. They're doing 6 different bands, and this one actually sounds so good. It's called Keep the 11, and they just played Daydreams. It was so good. obviously we can't come to Nashville without listening to some live performances. So I picked the venue of the Bluebird Cafe, which you can see in the back. And it's because, yes, Taylor Swift was discovered there, but actually a lot of famous people were discovered there as well. For example, Faith Hill, Garth Brooks, and some famous people have played there as well. I actually ended up watching the documentary all about it, which was interesting to see because even though it's pretty far from Music Row and Honky Tonk Highway, it's still an integral part of the music scene here. Tonight we'll be hearing Raquel Cole perform, which is pretty exciting because I listened to some of her work and it's pretty good. She was so good. There were also two other guys. They were also great, but she blew me away. I loved two of her songs specifically, Same Boat and You Still Love Her. Unfortunately, they're not released, which makes me so sad that I can't listen to it again.
I wish I hadn't seen all the way she looked at you. And the more you say it all, oh, the more I know you do. No, I can't compete with what you are. Oh, and it's breaking me that you still love her.
She also sang her single Think About You, which is so good. You guys should listen to it.
About you. Think about you. Well, I heard from a friend.
But yeah, that was great. Wow. Good morning. I'm in the Gulch neighborhood, just doing some exploring, and we're gonna get brunch at Biscuit Love. It's very popular because there's a bit of a line. Bicentennial Mall with the state capitol. It's extremely hot. I probably won't walk up that hill to see the state capitol. Time capsule here to be opened in 2045. stop is the Grand Old Opry, a live country music venue that tons of people have played at. But it was actually founded in 1925, and it helped kind of revolutionize what they called back then as bar music, and also broadcast it because it was played on a NBC radio show. It also helped solidify Nashville as like the center of country music. So I'm just gonna finish up a postcard and probably start driving back. Overall, my weekend has been relentlessly and brutally hot. Parking prices have also been nuts. It's also a little bit weird for me to be here by myself since it's like such a party town. Sometimes they call it Nash Vegas, but I would definitely come back here with friends, and hopefully I do. Until next time, see you on my next leg of the Great Midwest Tour.